What up? I'm Dylan Schoonover, host of the Artist Spotlight, sponsored by Kona Guitars and, of course, Rev Honey Entertainment. Guys, thanks for coming on the show. This is Imagine Dragons. We are stoked to have you here. Guys, tell us a little bit about this tour you're on with AWOL Nation.
Yeah, we're into it, what, 3 weeks?
I think this is about the third week.
The third week.
Wow.
And it's been going awesome.
You guys are very cognizant of where you are in Kansas City,
Yes.
So that's important.
KC Mo. We're in KC Mo.
Oh, even better.
It's always
Not
confusing.
KCK.
It is confusing. Talk a little bit about your music. You guys just had your first #1 chart-topping hit. What did that feel like?
Pretty surreal, I think.
Well, I thought you said shark topping. No, the chart topping. I'm sorry, just the thought of shark topping is just too much for me.
Which song would make the chart-topping hit?
Oh man,
Which one would that be?
I don't know if I should answer that question, but no, we like all music, but chart topping is spelled, I don't know. We feel like we're living a dream right now. We just feel very grateful. There's a ton of artists out there that we've played with on the road that deserve equal success, if not more. That we just got lucky, and we feel lucky and grateful.
Why do you think you got lucky?
Because we're from Vegas.
You don't feel like you earned it?
No, I mean, yeah, I think it's both. I think you can work really hard, but at the same time, like, there's always that roll of the dice, and like
Sure.
in this career, like in the industry in and of itself is a little bit risky from day to day, and so shark
toppings.
Oh man,
it gets them every time.
Imagine
really.
Dragons shark-topping hit, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be huge.
Oh man, that's a catchphrase. We've definitely paid some dues and been on the road for 4 years, living off couches and eating bean burritos and drinking hot sauce from Taco Bell, and that's been our what we have thrived off of. But there's a lot of artists doing that, and so in that regard, we feel lucky, and in another regard, we feel like we're ready to be here, but mostly just grateful.
Have we moved up to having a shower on the bus as well now?
Oh, no. We
don't shower.
We take the showers when we can. Sometimes, there's a garden hose out back. We can bathe. It's nice.
True story. I instead of washing my clothes today, I Febrezed them. So, but I think
I think it's exactly the same thing. Washing your clothes and Febrezing them is exactly
that's
the same.
what I think too, right? Yeah, definitely.
What's interesting to me was that going through the line, this is not to discredit AWOL at all, but when I'd ask people what they wanted to know from either one of you guys, the questions always came your direction, which means you guys must be doing something right, or they just think you're really hot. I don't know.
Or they're just like, what are these guys doing here? Like, well, we gotta ask them some questions because.
No, I think it's because we're hot. I think it's because Ben's hot.
Yeah.
Well, I am wearing my best cardigan
We are
today.
we are shark toppers.
That you Febrezed before you did this interview?
No, but it's good for another day.
Can you smell mine?
Yes. Yes, I can.
What are you scared of? Do you have the worst sharding smell on the bus?
How far can we take the shark top?
I think a little bit further.
Yeah.
He's the top sharter.
Oh.
I'm on top of the shart.
All right. There we go.
We're there.
We reached the
And
peak.
I killed it.
We reached the peak. Yeah.
There it is.
Nice. A couple random questions we had from people in line. One was, if the apocalypse occurred, would it begin here in Europe or somewhere else?
Vegas.
Yeah, Las Vegas. That's my answer.
A girl named Mandy in line wanted to know what your favorite ice cream was.
Dulce de leche. Haagen-Dazs.
Wow.
That's the only ice cream.
The only ice cream.
Everything else is
I
imitation.
disagree. Chocolate malted crunch from
Ooh.
CBS. Their ice cream.
Actually, I've never tried it, so I can't knock it.
I'm gonna be. No, it's Rite Aid. Sorry, Rite Aid.
You were talking about your fantasy team. You're all jacked up on that. So how much is this disturbing you that you're not able to watch Sunday Night Football right now?
Oh, you know what? I saw the part of the game I needed to see. Our tour manager's from San Diego. I'm from Atlanta.
Would you like to rub it in right now?
We had a nice Falcons-Chargers battle today that I had a good time watching.
Who's the least sports-educated person on the van?
Ben.
One of us? Probably Ben.
These two can
Probably.
play Madden with each other, so
Yeah.
that's it, Ben.
I can play dominoes.
He's
Excellent.
great
Yeah,
at dominoes.
DDR.
You dominate
He's
those.
great at knitting.
Yeah, you can knit really well too.
That's true. We're not
Wow.
lying.
Did you make that shirt?
Well, I wove that shirt.
Well, that shirt. Let's be technical here.
It's different than knitting.
Let's go back to the music. Let's talk about the live set a little bit. Tell me what sets you guys apart on stage that people are going to remember you when they leave.
I think just our sound is based upon bringing, the raw and natural noises of a rock show and kind of mixing them with synthetic beats, and you know, we're kind of all obsessed with, we're a bit of gearheads, and you know, we like to bring those two worlds together. And so, you know, whether it's something that needs to be seen or not, you know, we leave that to others to decide. And you know, we're creating music that inspires us, and art that inspires us, that we hope, you know, will inspire others.
Yeah, I'd say people are gonna walk away remembering the giant bass drum though.
Yeah, probably.
If you're gonna walk away from our live show, you're definitely gonna be like, hey, pretty big drum.
Yeah, I remember when he bought that drum, I said, well, just so it fits, let's say we get the 34-inch bass drum. And he said, absolutely not. 36 inches. There's no argument. And he was right. I have to give it to him. In the end, he was right. The bigger, the better.
36 by 18.
36 by 18.
How long have you been carrying that around, though? Because if you were doing that in a van, that was probably a pain in the butt.
We did it, yeah. We did it.
That's what-
It made it so we had no sleeping room, but we slept.
Inside the bass drum.
Yeah, it's curled up.
With your
Actually,
hand.
yeah. Never mind.
No, what were you going to say?
No, I was just, we have an idea for our future live performance that I definitely have to keep top secret.
Yeah.
But it involves
Bass drum.
the bass drum and a human being. And
That's all we can say
that's all we
legally.
can say.
Is it going to be like a good thing for that human being or a
Probably,
suffering?
probably not.
Traumatizing.
So like a tour manager might be a good fit for that.
Oh, wow. Never thought of that. Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, Wolf.
We always like try to embarrass the tour manager a little bit, sometimes mention him by name, but he's shaking his head behind the camera.
His name's Wolf. And that is his nickname. That's his given name from birth, actually. It's not his nickname. His mother named him Wolf. He has no last name.
His mother was a wolf.
His mother was a wolf. Excellent.
Yeah.
So you guys felt pity on him? Or
No.
We took him in. We took
No.
him in. We
He
raised him.
was a
as a
stray. He was a stray, and now he's, you know,
The TM.
yeah, he's tour manager.
bigger and better things for Imagine Dragons with their chart-topping hit, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate you guys coming on the show. We're going to see their live set coming up next, live from Kansas City.
Kiss like a blessing, you love, you got a history list. The rest is above, but if you're warm, you can't relate to me. Ha! From the floor to the floor, the sky to the sky, you got to go with the door. The rest is